Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Fertilizer, oh, synthesizer, right. That would be refinement then, wouldn't it? There. Uses polluted water to produce fertilizer. So I need to have just polluted water in order to produce fertilizer, which is then used for all of the farms for these. So I've got to have a supply of polluted water going in that's not got the clean, because at the moment I've got like a mixture, so I'm going to have like a filter set up and filter out only the right materials so that I have the other materials going through, and that's going to be a bit complicated. So no, I don't want to do that at the moment. I am just going to leave that just for now. In here, how are we doing? We've got a nice... The temp shift, these are working. They're just slow, that's all. They do work, they're just slow. And as that temperature seems to be slowly expanding upwards, it's going to start melting this ice. It's going to melt the ice more and more. And more. It actually does seem to be working. It does seem to be melting the ice in between here. And then that's filling up this pond here. It's what I want. So I want it to all fill this one up. But all of it can melt. And then we can fill this one up. And the steam that comes off of that, once it reaches the high temperature, that goes up and that sort of steams around and melts all the other ice as well. Overall, I think this plan is going to be wonderful and brilliant. It is going to work. Ooh, we got another printable. Right. Have we got anything decent this time? Ooh. Ooh, there's a treat. Well, have that. That's going to save us a little bit of a job. I think that is absolutely fantastic. And how are we doing over here? 3 suits left to go, and then we can concentrate our iron on doing other things. You are not supposed to be doing it like that. You're not supposed to be allowing any gaps in here. That is not how it's supposed to work at all. Now I got the iron... yeah, that's gone out on the wrong side now. Alright, now I will dig that bit out, like that, so that then they will go and build the wall on this side. And over here, I'll go to base, tile, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put tile along like that. And I'll put ladder to there, but no higher. I'll also put a tile here. Just to make it a little bit easier for them all. I'm not going to go any more than that. I'm not going to, like, start ripping that bit out just yet. We've got other things that we want to do. Now, the big problem I've got with having all of this water down here is that I do have salt water in there, and I don't want any salt water going through. So I kind of need to... I can drop it down into here, but to pump it out of this tank, I'm going to need a filter system. So we might not use that in our general water. We might just put that somewhere else. Like, we've got all of this water in here. You're still dormant. How are we doing on here? What are you? You're an anti-entropy thingy-majiggy in there. So that's going to fill up with water. I'm just going to have to leave that exactly. I got copper ore, right? Oh, that's copper ore. I was thinking something else, but no, that's just copper ore. Okay, we can dig that lot out there, and then I want to dig that out as well. And dig that line out. And then this water here can flow down through. I can dig that bit out, so I've got this water here that can flow down through. Most of this now is able to flow down through quite nicely. Plus all of this water in here, which will eventually be able to be dug out, and that will flow down through. And then we've got ice in here that's quickly warming up, and that's also going to flow down through as well. Circuit overload. Right, how have I got an overload? Potential load. Current load 1,300. Well, that shouldn't be overloaded. What? Current load 1320. Yeah. Power consumed. Potential maximum safe wattage 1. What? How is maximum safe wattage 1000? Oh. There. That's what we did wrong. Conductive wire. Right, I need iron. I need to have iron. You in here. That one, cancel that build. I got 15 kilos of copper there. Power here. I want to go to conductive wire. How much does one piece take? Okay, that's too much. And that will go into there like that. Right. I need them to repair this. You know what we're going to have to do? I'm going to have to just do a bit of copper ore. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 10 lots of copper ore to copper in there. That's just going to speed that along. And I'm also, to help it out a bit more, I'm going to do... We'll stop that one. And I'll do iron ore. I'll do 20 lots of iron ore as well. Right, the iron ore is coming in. I need the copper ore to go through. If you can... Alright, they're bringing copper ore in here. Copper ore right there. There, so we've gone and put down a little bit more. We're going to run that into there, and then that'll all be put just perfect. 25 kilos of copper. There, the copper ore is being swapped out. I got one more over there that will need to be done. And perfect. Right. So now I've got that system there. Have a look at the wires. That one is absolutely fine, and they're fine back here. The only problem that we got is that we still don't have a power transformer down on here. But I'm going to put that one in there, like that, demanding that they bring in the copper for it. And this time they should, because I'm doing some copper up there. So they should be able to actually process it this time. Get that underway, which means that we'll then have power running on all of these. I got one more Atmo suit that still needs to be made in there. This is actually all just about finished now, so I can build that one up that side. And I can also build that up that side like that. I cancel that bit, though, and instead I want to just dig it. There, you dig, and that one can dig out there. And then I can also dig 4 across there. And now I've got the basis of just the basic area of the tank ready. And once that's sort of finished being dug out, then we can go up and we can release this polluted water down. And then we need to go and get this water. And then this area here is going to be expansion. I want to expand some of the main base so that I've got more room for these farms over here. But I'm also going to want to do some other digging as well. I've got a few other tasks that I've got in mind. How are we doing with consumable ore over here with coal? 38 tons of coal. So we're doing fine with coal. We are now staying on top of it, and it looks like we're producing enough power as well. But I do want to just go into the automation second. I've got a little bit there for iron. That one was already done. I just want to connect you in onto that system there so that you're all joined together. Make sure that that is all fully hooked in. And right, I got ice there. What are you storing in here? Storing contents ice at -15 degrees. That's warming up. I assume that when that heats up, that storage bin right there, that it takes all of the ice and it turns it into... It will just melt into water. That's the assumption that I'm making here. The other thing that I want to do is I'll take some mesh tiles. And I've cleared most of the other area over here. I've got still more here that I kind of want to work through. But for a minute, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do every third one like this. Up to there. You know what? I'm going to do it all the way along. I'm going to go to there like that. And now I can go base in here, tiles. Those bits. So, you know what? I tell you what we can do. We can actually dig that all out of there. That can be dug out of there as well. And that can be dug out of there. And then I can go along this way and I can dig a line. I'm going to dig the line to there, like that, because that's just a bit of granite back there. I can dig a third one. No, I don't want to dig a third one, no, because we're going to get stuck over there. I will dig that bit out, but I won't dig the rest out. We'll leave it like that. So now I've got the water is melting, it's coming back down around, it's also dropping down through here in vast quantities, which is brilliant. It's coming down here, it's flooding its way down, and it's pouring down through here in very large quantities. Pouring down here and filling up the pit down here, which is great. That's what we need. We need it to be filling up the pit. You're empty down here. Disable that building. And then you guys down here are just digging out the rest of that and also filling in those few items there, which is good. I can also add in a bit of base there to fill that bit in. And preparation work over here. I'll put that ladder up to there. And then that ladder over there on that side needs to go up by one more like that. It will end up going a bit higher than this, but this at the moment is all prep work for a whole load of other things that I'd like to do. So you're about to drop down through there. That's fine. You're not getting hurt by that. This line here will end up removing, I think. Probably. Right. So if all of that is done in there, I want to go next. I want to go to the base and I want to drop some tile across over here. And I'll dig out those two. They're delivering in some bits of granite. We'll remove that. And then I can put a bit of base tile just in there. And then I've got this. I've got water there. Plus I've got dirty water all the way up through here. So I don't really need to do anything other now than get rid of these bits of water coming up to here. And that's going to allow us to get on with doing some of the other tasks that I wanted to do. So first up, we will exchange that so that it's able to drop down over here. And then I'm going to take a double line of this. You're going to go from there. And then you're going to go over here like this. Dig that bit out. It's going to sort of go like this. Something like that. Except that I know what my oh, actually no, they should be able to dig that bit out without causing themselves or anybody else any trouble. They should be able to. I hope they can. I really hope they can. New printables over here. I got a wart seed. I'll take that. I'll take a wart seed. May not be using it right now, but wart seeds are absolutely fantastic. I got a bit of flooding over here. I'd like to change that round. And I know what I want to do over here to stop this flooding, so we're going to do that right now. We're going to go into power here. We're going to remove that one there. And then we're going to wait just to allow them to go and remove that one. And then I'm going to go here, heavy watt joint plates. And then I'm going to rotate that round, and I'm going to put that one onto there to join it. So what's going to happen is that the water, instead of dropping down here and getting onto that bit, oops, there, it will run out and drop down over there instead. There. Now it drops down over there, and it doesn't get caught on this step, which is good. The other thing that I then want to do is I want to put a bit of tile in there to just so that we've got single steps on here, which means that I also need to go back into power, heavy watt wire, and I want to put that one in like that. And I want to remove that bit of wire just in there like that. That's fire pole. Deconstruct. And then in here, ladder, deconstruct. There. So we've got a couple more orders for them to go and do, just to move a few little bits around there. It's nothing major, except that now the big problem is that we can't get up here. So we need an extra bit of ladder to go up here like this. There. I'll put a bit of ladder in there just so that it goes all the way across. He's stuck. He can't go anywhere until I've done this ladder over here. He's never going to be able to get out again. Poor Rowan. Right, now he can get out. There, we've got to move that bit round, so then I can go here into tile, and I can put tile there, and I can put tile there. And that will then make sure, like, I've just got single steps on there instead of double steps all the way through, so that's going to work out quite well. Down over here, I've now dug out that pit, that's all ready. Base in here, let's seal that. I want this as a double wide in there, and I go there, and I'll dig that bit out. And then that water will then run in through here, in theory. I also want to go here. Now, this doesn't actually matter. I can put that across like this. Are they going to dig this correctly? Or are they going to, like, start... They're going to start that side, aren't they? Yeah, see? They always start on the wrong side. Yeah, every time. They're utterly useless. You gotta plan for their completely useless nature. You have got to plan for their useless nature. So I'm going to build that in, so then I can unbuild. That shouldn't take too long. And then what do we want to do? That's igneous rock in there. I love the way that they're doing this. What are we doing outside? What's that? Oh, that's just them being happy, I think. The jukebot is yeah, that's just them being happy. They're just happy little people. Just thrilled with life in general. I like that. I like that a lot. And I also like this. All of this liquid that we've got now coming through here. All of this ice. I'll go here, and that's a bit of granite there. I'll dig that one out. And I'll dig that one out. And then this over here, we'll dig this in a minute. I got plans for digging that out. It's this over here. It's like there's a load more water over here that we're going to want to dig out. So we are going to want them to come back up through there and go and do that. So I got a couple of different projects that we're working on. So you're building over here and you're dismantling this over here. Plus we've got a whole load of material down here that we want you to get rid of. Actually, I'm not going to worry about clearing that just yet. I just want to empty this one out. There. Can you... You can't reach that, can you? Oh, these guys are so useless. Base. Tile. There. Alright. I tell you what, they're not going to be able to reach it from that side, so I can at least start doing this. And I can go 1, 2, 3, like that. There. And then 2 and 2 back there. That one's been dismantled. That one, I can't do that one as well, because otherwise they will do that one first. And that'll be no good. And then we go over here like this. Take that one out. I'm waiting on you to do this one. Someone, please, take that one out. There. 2. 2. Now I can start working my way back on this side. I'm not going to do any more over there. They will end up getting it wrong. And over here. 2 over there. 2 over there, like that. Both of them coming up through. Take that one out there. And then over here. And I've just about finished. I've got that all pulled out. We've got a whole load of slime and stuff in here. I've got other bits that I want to go and do over in the other area, but I'll sort that out in a second. So that's now all cleared all the way up through there, which means that I am ready to start letting all the water down through. And I'm happy to do that at the moment. I was wondering whether we should, like, set up something for cleaning the water first, but I don't need to worry about that. This can just flow on through. It's not going to cause us any problems. I've got all of the water that needs to go through going through. I'm awaiting coolant in there. That's fine as well. I've done all of the digging that I need to do up here. I'll dig out those 2, because that's ice. And I can dig out the 3 over to that side. Why can't I dig that one? Should be able to. Don't know. And then I just want to dig out the little bits that are inside this room so that I can get that bit of water up there. That's going to be relatively simple. I'm going to start off by digging that bit there. And you. And I'm going to dig that as well. And that's as far as I'm going to go. Then what I will do is I'm going to put some base down here. And that bit of base is going to go all the way along here like this. So that's they're going to dig out more ice to be able. I've got little bits of ice to the left underneath. But I'm not so worried about them. And I've got all of this snow over on this side. So I'm going to go to there and over to there like that. So they'll dig out all of that. Possibly that polluted bit of ice there is going to drop down and not going to do anything with it. Possibly. We'll wait and see on that. They've got their tasks. They've been set their assignments. They're scrambling up through here. See, these guys can go through all of the water without any problems at all. And we've got digging, we've got granite going on, we've got a few other bits and pieces in here. But then once I've, like, uncovered the lower area in here, I can uncover some higher bits. All of this water down through here. I'm actually going to put a mesh tile there. And then I'm going to dig that bit. That's all I need to do there. And I'm also going to dig those 2. And I'm going to dig those 2. There's some snow dug out over that side. And I dig these over here so that that will end up running down as well. That can come out onto there. Over here, everything is looking really good, and they're busy digging out all of this, and they're going to be moving the ice as well. And then if we look in here, I've got ice in here. 6.9 tons of ice at -5 degrees. That is going to heat up. It's quite cool at the moment, but I reckon that I think that's how it works. I think it will end up heating up. And if we look at the temperature in here, you can see that's warming up pretty rapidly. And this liquefiable ice in here, it seems to be fighting a losing battle as to... But that's taking its time there. It's -1.7. It's taking quite a while to warm up. That's quite hot in there. It's 90 degrees, that water. I think that when it reaches 100, it does actually steam, and then the steam will rise up, and it melts the water around us, and then that drops back down, and so we have got that whole process ongoing in here. Those are all waiting to be dug out. Okay, I can leave all of that running. You're now underwater. This entropy nullifier is completely underwater. It's being flooded. There isn't a lot that I can do about that. That's just going to stay permanently flooded. There is nothing I can do about that. If I go to the plumbing overlay... Okay, I don't know how that one works. Power? So what do you do? Powered by what appears to be refined neutronium, absorbs and neutralizes heat energy when provided with piped hydrogen. Oh! Ah, we got to put hydrogen into it, and then that works as a cooling system. Right. Well, that's handy to know. Go on. End of the day. Down here. How are you doing? You've got 30 cycles before you do anything at all. And eventually, we should be getting some copper in there. And now, this is really starting to fill up now. This is brilliant. Okay, this is absolutely fantastic. We're getting a lot of water coming in. I just had another printable turn up. We're getting water coming in from there. Plus, I'm getting a load of water from in here. I'm melting all of this. And I'm also hoping that this down here is going to melt a massive amount of stuff up the top. Minus 1.5. That's slowly melting as well. It takes a while to melt the ice then. I got rather a lot of water all over this bit right here at the moment, which is not quite so good, but I've also got to see where this water is coming from. So there is some water coming from in there, and I got salt water in there. So we're going to mop up that, and we're going to mop up that, and we're going to mop up that bit over there. In order to be able to reach all of this, which we can't at the moment, we're going to need to add in some base. I can put ladder. Okay, I can't put ladder up across there, so I can put ladder there, and I'm just going to add in ladder going across those bits there as well. And then I'm going to mop that bit up there. That's too deep down there. It's not going to let us mop that bit up. But this is salt water up here. I don't really want to have salt water sort of messing around. So I'm going to hopefully be able to get rid of some of that salt water. And then this here is the volcano. We will clear out the... That's wolframite there. We'll clear out this ice over this side. And now clear that one piece of ice there. And then I've also got a single piece of ice there. And I will mop up as well. So that will hopefully get rid of those. And then I've got stuff here that, like, we've got water going everywhere. So if I jump down across that like that and mop those bits up. And then I've got water that is running all the way down here into this area down here. And I got too much liquid on the floor in that bit. So not really sure what I should do with that. I mean, it's not actually saying that it's got food poisoning. This here is almost down from food poisoning. So I haven't really got anything to worry about with it. I've also got a load of liquid down over this side as well, which I want to mop up. So I'm going to do that a minute. And pick all of that up like that. That'll keep them busy for a minute. They'll go through and they can do all of the mopping up there. And they'll do all the mopping up here as well. Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.